because this. Rim shot then. Yeah, that's better. You don't need that piercing snare now for the next 10 minutes. So if you want to make a chord progression, right, and this is not going to be a chord progression, a ride is just going to be something simple. So give me starting notes. I know where to start.
C3.
C3. Is it D?
C3.
Oh, C3. So, first of all, we're making a chord progression. Sing melodies, right? Don't try and build a chord to start with. So I'm just using my ears. We've already got something nice there, right? And then now we want to make it chords. We start staying on them. So what sound? Where can this one go?
You know the music theory because
is that
you know where you need to put the semitone.
Let's take it slower then. let's take it slower then. I'm trying to make. So now naturally when you listen to this. Do we hear a note that can just sing with that? Is this something you can just, can you sing any of these with the other notes? If you try to sing any note in the world, right, it can be anything that's already played or not, in your head, right, does it work with any of these? One note.
Well, the root note.
This one, right, for example, you sing this, sing that in your head, right? Does it sound nice ever? For me, it doesn't sound nice in the second one. They seem to sort of clash, but then it sounds again nice in the third one. So I can now pull this over here. It's the start of something. Now let's try this one. That one sounded nice there. It's sort of like using those notes that are already there and then just sort of like singing whatever's nice with those notes, right? So this is going on in my head. Like what's going on is like da 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 da. That sounds nice, you know? Da da da. So let's find it. Da. No, that's not it. That's it. And then now I've got this in my head. Da. Where can that lead in this chord progression? In my head I'm going da da. Just one down. It's like that for me. It sounds nice, you know. Just da da. I don't know if it works yet, right? Because this is not it, so I'll put it here. That comes from me just having done that a lot of times. Da 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 da. Maybe. Oh, that's what we've already got, right? And now I can highlight. Da, da. No, like, what other notes will maybe sound nice with that? Da, 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 da. Maybe not. Maybe try a different one. That sounds cool. Oh, D. this is how I would recommend building chords without music theory, because it's very much one note at a time, trying to make sure it continuously flows, rather than trying to make like one big chord first and then trying to make a second chord that like complements it, because that's, for me, that never works really out. So I go dun, 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 dun. That's a bit dark. Okay. The same one again. Oops. I wanna go there as well. That doesn't sound nice. No, you're not then. Something, not the chorus, but at the moment, this is just basic saw words, and you can make it very majestic. Now you can start again, just adding. Now I start just adding anything that sounds nice. I have no idea what chords I'm making. I'm just adding anything that sounds cool. And now that I've got this, I'm like, okay, cool, I've got 4 layers. I've got 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layers, and 4 layers. And what I mean with that is, if you want to start arranging this to something totally different, we've gone off on a little tantrum here. I hope people don't mind. But these are 4 layers. I'm going to call this 1, 2, 3, 4. This is me just having added random notes in a big 1 piano grid. But then instead of that, what I'm going to do, what I said, 1 layer 1 with the top 4, I'm going to delete everything else. Then on the second one, I'm going to delete those top ones, and I'm going to keep these ones, but I'm going to delete everything else. And these third ones, delete the top 2, leave the chords in the middle. Right, this is like a chord progression, like a piano or whatever. And then on this last is the bass, you know, so this is where we're going to leave the bass in the bottom. Now I've got them separated. Top layer, middle layer, some chords, and bass. The bass, now I'm going to knock it down. I'm sort of rushing through this just to give you like fundamental ideas of it. Bass and
What plugin is it?
this is Serum.
Serum, okay.
Yeah, it's a synth, soft synth. But if, I wouldn't recommend getting Serum. I'd recommend getting one called Vital.
It's free.
Yeah, exactly, and it does exactly the same.
Vacuum?
Vital.
Vital.
It looks like,
It's an open source plugin, I think.
yeah, it looks like this. I've been producing with Serum for years, so it's
Basically
quicker.
the same.
But it's exactly the
Uh-huh.
same. And it's maybe even easier to use. It's a bit more visual.
And by the way, why Serum is so famous? Because it's kind of very
Yeah, it's the same reason as the 808 is famous or the
okay.
Massive is famous.
Kind of specific
because,
sound, yeah?
Because it started. Serum was the first digital sim that producers could see what was going on.
Uh-huh.
Because of that, it made a lot of people understand what was going on, and the sound design sort of just bloomed
Okay.
in
Things
terms
like
of basic
animated,
music. Yeah,
like
people
the
just suddenly made
modulation
because before that, Massive was famous, right? But with Massive, you don't see anything. So most people were just twisting around on knobs, and some people were getting good at it. Whereas with Serum, a lot of people suddenly understood how modulation works, how LFOs work, and it just gave us so much.
So basically, it's good for education, you know.
It was. But Vital does what Serum does, but better, and it's free.
Uh-huh.
Right, because Vital, it actually like shows you nice and clearly where things are. You put things on and it's like highlighted, like the amounts, how much modulation you want from it. I'm not gonna teach you Vital today, but yeah, look into Vital more than Serum. It's got the exact same sound because they're both just digital clean synths,
Uh-huh.
and they're both wavetable
Okay.
synths. Both got the
Thank
same
you.
oscillators. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
But so here I've got a bass. So just for the sake of it, we're going to use Contact, and we'll get a literal bit of piano in because I said they're chords, and the most normal instrument to play chords on is the piano.
So is Contact samples, or is it like the physical modeling
Samples. Samples. But the thing is, to record that piano, what they've done, have set up the piano with all the special mics for each note, or probably each section on the piano. You've got the lows, mids, and highs, and then they've had a pianist play the hardest, the hardest, bit less hard, bit less hard, bit less hard, like until they've gone through it all, then gone to the next note, done out of all of them, then programmed all of them individually into different slots. So it takes them so long to like make. So that's why there's not that many libraries out there, and more of the free ones only have like 3 velocity changes, right? Then middle one, and then here, what could we put? Maybe even a choir. Have I got choir? Let's just use that. That's got too many tones in it actually, so that won't work. Let's use some strings instead then. For anyone who's looking for nice strings, I'd recommend BBC Symphony Orchestra. Not sure if they do it anymore, but they used to have this one. It's £50 if you buy it, but they have this where you can answer a survey and then
Spitfire or?
yeah, Spitfire.
Uh-huh.
And once you answer that survey, 2 weeks later you'll get an email with a free code. Yeah, and this is a very beautiful sample library. So I'm going to use the horns. They don't go that high, so I'm just going to take an octave down. And then the top layer. We can just leave as a sim for now. Let's listen to what they sound like together. Section for our song. That's pretty much the same key. But yeah, did that give people some idea how to build up chords?
It does, yeah. It's also just like when I have done my own like melodies and stuff, I can